Hey guys, back at it. This is day 213 in my 1 year daily diary challenge. I challenged myself to take the extra time and do the full year. I started out with 100 days, and those 100 days were intuitively prompted through a meditation session back in July 2024. So I did those first 100 days, really pushed me outside of my comfort zone and something I never thought I would do. And here I am in day 213. So let's get to it. Kids and I are still in Florida and we are just loving the weather. It was a beautiful day today, Friday, TGIF. A lot of people have been texting me, funny enough. And I just thank God it's a day that I can wake up and enjoy with my kids and be with family and breathe and just be here. So thank God it's a day that I'm waking up and enjoying life. Not just for Friday. So anyway, getting into the day, did all of my normal routine. So I have been doing what I call front loading, where I have been waking up at 7 in the morning. Well, because it's vacation, it's a little later. So waking up at 7 and doing first glass of water, just drinking that down and making sure I am hydrated. Then I am doing 5 minutes of straight kettlebell, followed by 10 minutes of stretching, followed by another 5 minutes of straight kettlebell, and then, depending on how I feel, another session of stretching. And then I'm drinking another big glass of water, getting outside, getting that first light in the morning, doing some meditation time, some just clearing my mind. Always though, let me just rewind. When I wake up, I take that first 5 minutes to not touch my phone, not do anything other than put my mind in a place of gratitude and start my morning I can't even say it. Manifestations, my morning manifestations. Say that 10 times fast. Anyway, so I try to do that in the first 5 minutes before I get up in the morning. And I also do the same thing the last 5 minutes before I go to sleep, if I don't fall asleep without doing it. So sometimes I will listen to my own recordings right before I go to bed, just to make sure there's, nothing weird or glitchy about it. And I do somewhat enjoy my own voice now, which is something I had not in the beginning of this whole process. So that's amazing. Anyway, first 5 minutes, gratitude, manifestations. Then I get into my routine. Then I do my meditation. And after that, I get onto the acupressure mat and grounding mat before I jump in the shower and get myself cleaned up and dressed and ready for the day. But in between there somewhere, depending on how time is working, I may, after that meditation session, make my breakfast, which has been new for me to have breakfast in the morning. 30 grams of protein, just within 30 minutes to an hour of waking up. And I like to do it after I work out. It just, my tummy feels better when I'm not working out on a full stomach. So I do that. And it's been really great. I've been loving it. I've been feeling really energized and excited. So today, I did not make that breakfast for myself because I had eaten about 5 o'clock on Thursday night. And so I just decided that I was going to push myself through an extended fast, and I am going to try to go for 40 hours. So go from like when I ate dinner Thursday to Saturday morning after all of my routine. Which will be really nice. And so no breakfast today, but that's typically what I'll do. And yeah, so today I got myself ready. I bought a really cute dress when I was at Target with my daughter. It was super cheap too, $9, and some cute little wedgie sandals. So I was feeling it. It was Friday. It was fun, sunny, and I put the dress on. I put the sandals on. I was feeling cute, looking cute. Just vibing with the day. Had my little black purse that I've been wearing a lot. And I just decided, my daughter was still chilling out and my son was still sleeping. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go. My mom already went to work. So I was like, I'm going to go grab some coffee. And I was talking to somebody from the dating app. And we were trying to get together for coffee. And so I was like, I'm just going to head towards the coffee shop that I know. If they get in touch with me, great, we can do that. If not, cool. As I was heading to the coffee shop and this guy was messaging me to get together, I realized that I had an appointment for viewing and testing a car in a different area completely. So I did my typical mom slogan saying, I was like, oh shit. And I turned around and headed back. I got coffee at the oddities shop right by the house. Spent a few minutes talking to them before I headed home, and my son was up and ready. And so he hopped in the car with me and we both went to test out the car. So testing out the car was amazing. It felt great. It drove great. Of course, it was at a dealership, so the salespeople were, trying to get me to walk out with the keys, and I was like, really, I knew my budget, I knew my price range, like all the things I knew, and so I was like, let me not waste your time, and let me tell you, this is, I know my budget. You have a lot of extra fees. I'm not able to walk out of the door with these keys, with all this, extra stuff you've put on here. If you're willing or able to take any of those off, I can walk out the door with the keys today. If not, I'm going to have to go. My son, we're going to go get snacks and whatnot. They tried to keep me a little bit longer, but, eventually we left. And then not purchasing the vehicle, obviously, but it was perfect other than that. And we ended up going to get snacks and drinks on the way home and kind of drove by some of the old places we used to live, which was kind of cool just to reminisce and see how things have changed and grown. And some of the things have actually stayed the same. And just being in this fasted state was draining my energy. Obviously, like the first day is going to be a drain, and I'm also cycling, so there's like a double drain there. But anyway, so my son and I had a great time talking in the car, hanging out with each other. It was really cool because I did have a hangout sesh with my daughter the day before, and so I've been giving them each some extra time. And yes, so we got back to the house and just kind of hung out. Now, this guy I was talking to on the dating app was trying to be like, let's get together tonight. I'm free. And so I was like, hey, I'm free too. Let's get together. And I guess because I didn't communicate at all while I was doing the test drive and other things that I was just normally doing, then he kind of like got turned off by that and was like, didn't message me at all. And so I was just like, okay, like I guess we're not doing anything. Plans changed, all that, which is fine because that's been happening a lot. It's been like a lot of matches, and then we talk a little bit and then they ghost, or they remove themselves from the profile or something weird. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I'm just me. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to chase. I am not going to be somebody I'm not and try to attract the energy I don't want in a partner. So it's like, I would really prefer to have people communicate with me when they don't, something's not going right, but not everybody does that. So anyway, I, was hanging out at home. I was fasting still, so everybody else had dinner. I did not. And, I was super tired. So literally like 8:30 came around and I was like exhausted and hard to keep my eyes open. So I went and laid down for a little bit just to rest, and I totally fell asleep. And my son was still up, and I think my daughter had gone to bed as well because she was tired. So I think I woke up around like 10:30, 10:45 when my son was going to bed, and I was able to like say goodnight to him and, put him to bed and get him situated for the night. So it's been really nice to have my mom and her husband here just to like hang out with the kids, do extra things with the kids, be an extra support system. And of course, we're on vacation, so we're not in a normal schedule where they would be going to school and doing homework and whatnot. But, I think it's feasible all, space wise and, just having extra people here to help out and things like that. So anyway, it was a fun day. A lot of really great things happened. A lot of funny things happened. I'm definitely, like I said, loving this time and just feeling the vibe of Florida and my new home. I also called the school registration and got a lot of information on how to register my daughter for school once we finally move down. So there's really not a lot I can do now. So I can take a chill pill and not freak out about, needing to do things right away. So that was a good thing. But yeah, great day. Lots of fun. Called it early a little bit, and it's just been really restorative. I'm going to try to maybe take the kids to the beach one of these days and just like go out there and get some sand in our feet and the salty air. It might not be beach weather to like swim and play, but we'll see. Because I think that would be really fun to go do that. We have a really big weekend coming up, celebrating my son's birthday early. So we'll see about this car. Putting it out there in the universe that my perfect car is there for me. It's waiting. I'm attracting it. It's going to be exactly what I need when I need it, and everything is going to fall in place and fall in line. I don't need to worry or stress because that will not change anything. I just need to be open to receiving the cues and the signs that, hey, this is it. It's meant for you, this one. So just moving through that with that. But I thank you guys so much for listening in, for supporting me by making it this far through the whole day and liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I don't call myself an influencer or anybody, like, I'm not super famous, important, like, nobody trying to get those placards or have, YouTube pay me or anything. I'm just out here doing this daily diary thing for myself, and I do hope that you guys get something from it. I love and appreciate you guys so much, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace.